Hello viewers, of you are safe and sound. Welcome to Basic English once again. In today's videos, we will discuss another important rules related to transformation, especially the cause and result. In a simple sentence, we use some of the phrases to express the cause and the result. And in complex, we use some other conjunctions, and in compound, we use and. Okay, so let's see what are the phrases that we use in simple sentence to express the cause. That is the because of, for. For. I will talk about for later, cause you will get for in both the parts. Okay, so for and on account of, due to, owing to. Okay, plus base form of the verb with ing, or there may be noun phrases. Okay, so these are the phrases that we use in simple sentence to express the cause of something. Okay, and in complex we use since, as, because they are the subordinating conjunctions. And in compound we use and that in compound we have to use the clause of cause before and the clause of result after and. So let's see how should we have to use them in the sentence in case of transforming this type of sentences. The first sentence I've written here, that I could not prosper in life for my laziness. That means I could not prosper in life. What is the reason? What is the cause? Here the cause is that I was lazy. That's why I could not prosper in my life. So this phrase has expressed the meaning of the cause for which I could not prosper in life. So let's see how we have to transform these phrases into our clauses with the help of since, as, because, for in complex sentence. Okay, here the principal clause will be used without any change. That is, first of all I have to write I could not prosper in life, and at the place of for we have to use either of the conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions. That here for is a preposition, but here for should be used as a conjunction. Okay, in simple sentence after for we have to use the phrase, and in complex sentence after for we have to use a clause, a complete clause. Okay, so you can take any of the fours. So I will use here, okay, the first one, since, or you can write since, or you can write as, or you can write because. Okay, I'm just writing these two. I could not prosper in life since, or as. So laziness, who has the laziness? Here the subject, I has the laziness. As this is in past indefinite tense or past tense, that's why we have to use the past tense of the rest of the next clause will be in past indefinite tense also. So here you can take this one without any change, or you can change these phrases into an adjective, noun phrases into adjective. Let's see how can we as, and then the subject, my will be the subject as I. Okay, I, and we can use be verb like was, as I was. Then this part will take the adjective form. Okay, so the adjective form of laziness is lazy. Okay, as I was lazy. Okay, I could not prosper in life since, or as, I was lazy. Clear? Then next in CD, it's very easy. Just you have to remove this part, and at this place you have to use and. Everything is okay. Let's see. I could not. Oh, sorry. This is the cause and this is the result. That's why cause will come first and the result will go after the conjunction and. So let's see. First of all, this part will come first, that is I was lazy, and then we have to use and at the place of since or as. And I could not prosper in life. Okay, let's see another example. Here in this example you can see the man could not attend the meeting because of his illness. So what is the reason? What is the cause? The cause is that the man was ill, and that's why he could not attend the meeting. So here we are getting the phrase because of, and this has expressed the cause of not attending the meeting of the man. So let's see how should we transform this one into complex one. So here, one thing that I have to remind you, that the phrases with because of or either of them may come at the very beginning of the sentence, or it may come at the middle of the sentence, or at the end of the sentence. Okay, it doesn't matter wherever it may come, it doesn't matter. We have to use the same formula, same thing. Okay, let's see. The man, we have to write in complex sentence, the man could not attend the meeting. Okay, and another confusing thing, that is I've used here because of, and here the same word because, only without of. So if you use because of, this is a phrase, prepositional phrase, and if you just use because, that's a conjunction, subordinating conjunction. After because of, we have to use phrases, noun phrases like this one, and after because we have to use a clause. So we will remove our confusion using because at the place of because of, so that you can have a clear concept of because of and because. Let's see. Meeting and, okay, sorry, not and, meeting. What is the reason? Reason is that because there is no of here. Okay, because, and you have to make a sentence with this part, his illness. Who was ill? The man was ill. This is again in the past tense. That's why you have to write the clause after because in past indefinite tense or past tense. That's because he, the pronoun he, I have used he instead of the man. As I have used noun first, then I'm using pronoun in the second clause, that is he. And then illness, if we just use the be verb, that will express the state of that man. Okay, so let's use the be verb. You can use to have verb also. Okay, then this phrase will not be changed, this will remain unchanged. Okay, so I'm using the be verb here, as he was. The adjective of this part is ill. Okay, as he was ill. Okay, or you can use like this. Instead of this part, you can use like this: he has illness. Only with the his has become he, and it's a mistake, it will be had, not has, because he had illness. You can write this part or either this one, both of them are right. So let's see in compound sentence what will happen. In compound, that is CD, we have to use the reason first. The reason will come first and the result will go last. That means after and. So here the reason is that, okay, don't use the pronoun in the first sentence, though we have used he here. Here we have to use the noun first. The man was il. I'm using the only one, not the both of them. You can use either of them, okay? The man was ill, and then he, this part should be used over there, but as I have used man here, then we have to use pronoun he, not the man. And he could not attend the rest of the parts should be used without any change, okay? The man was ill and he could not attend the meeting. Okay, now we will do another example. Viewers, here in this example you can see that this sentence has been written in complex form. As you can see, since this is the sign of complex sentence, and you know, this is the subordinating clause that has come before the principal clause. You know that when the subordinating clause or subordinate clause will come before the principal clause, we have to use a comma in between them. And if the principal clause is used first and the subordinating clause is used next, then no comma is needed for that. So here in case of transforming this into compound, very easy, as the reason is in the first place, so we don't need to inverse anything. Okay, so here he was tired, and very easy, he could not run fast. Okay, and in case of simple, let's see the changes. Here simple on, you know, as this is the reason and this is the result, so from here we will go directly to the simple one. At the place of since, as, because, we have to use either of them. Okay, so I'm using here this one because of, B-E-C-A-U-S, because of. Okay, there are several ways that you can use here. You can use the positive form of this subject, that is his. If you would like to use this one after this one, then we can use ing with this verb, and the rest of the part will remain unchanged. And if you think that no, I will not use this part, then we have to use the noun form of this one, and be verb will be removed. So we are using both of them. So because of his, he has become his, and then the noun of this one is tiredness. Tiredness. Or you can use, instead of this part, you can use because of his, we have to use ing with this one, because of his being. Okay, if you add ing with was, it will become being, because we use ing with the base form, and the base form of was is be. Okay, that's why it has become being. So because of his being, that this part will remain unchanged, that is tired. So because of his tiredness, or because of his being tired, and the rest of the part, that means the principal clause, the result clause will remain unchanged, that is he could not run fast. Okay, this is the example. And now another point that I will discuss here, this is this part. I've made a point or asterisk sign because most of the students would like to make mistakes with this one, because you can't use these formulas that I have used in the rest of the in the previous examples. But right now we will solve this problem together, because this is very much tricky, but the easy. The viewers, here in this example you can see that in both the sentences the subject is not the same. Here in this sentence the subject is water, and in the next sentence the subject is we. So in that case, if you get the subjects like this, that means the different subjects, and one is expressing the cause and another is expressing the result, then we can follow this structure. That means the subject plus base form of the verb with ing, with which one? With the subordinating clause. That means we have to use this form with the subordinating clause, not with the principal clause. Okay, that means with the a clause that expresses causes, not the clause that expresses result. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we have to the thing that I have told you should be followed in case of simple, and in case of compound you have to follow another thing that is very easy. In compound it's much easier. That is, we have to use the water was salty and we could not drink it. And now we have to follow the ways that I have told you before. That is, this technique should be followed only from complex to simple, not complex to compound. Okay, let's follow these steps. Here the subject will come first. That means the subordinating conjunctions will be removed, and we have to use the subject first, the water. And here, you know, ing with this one. What will be the ing? I've already told you. Let's see. The water being salty, and the rest of the parts should be used without any change. We could not drink it. Drink it. That's all about these videos. Hope you have enjoyed these videos.